Gen V is the new spinoff of The Boys, focusing on a new group of supes attending an all-superhero college. Does it compare to The Boys? So Prime Video's dropped the first 3 episodes with the rest to come on a weekly release schedule, but I just want to talk about my first impressions of the show thus far. So I do really like The Boys. That said, it's definitely not perfect and certainly not for everyone. So I love that the show is a grittier and more mature take on the superhero genre, and I really like that the show kind of focuses on what the inside of a dirty corporation looks like. But The Boys has also been leaning a lot harder into political meta-commentary, and also occasionally feels like it's relying too hard on obscenities for entertainment. I also think that the character conflicts were extremely repetitive. Like, the amount of times that the conflict that we were seeing was, oh, you know my secret? Well, you're not gonna do shit because I know your secret. It is ridiculous how many times somebody has played that card in this show, especially in season 2. While there's a lot that I love about the show, there are definitely a lot of moments that leave me rolling my eyes too. So going into watching Gen B and knowing that it's about an entirely new cast of supes, my only hope was that it would not suffer the same flaws as The Boys. So I watched the first 3 episodes of Gen B, and my initial thoughts about the show are pretty positive. They still are leaning a little heavy on the heavy obscenities, but arguably that's just a brand for this kind of superhero universe. So where The Boys is about a bunch of superheroes that are basically celebrities and mostly a bunch of pieces of crap, this show focuses on young adults that have very real struggles, some of which are actually derived from their powers. About halfway through watching the first episode, I was getting the vibe that the show was gonna have a bunch of coming-of-age story cliches, like, you know, about a girl trying to fit in and struggling, but I'm pleasantly surprised that that was not really the case. I was very surprised by how many characters in this show were very interesting and actually really important to the story. Like, I feel something for most of these characters. This show has commentary on social issues and health issues, so viewer discretion is advised. If you have any sort of issues with self-harm, eating disorders, or dysphoria, then there may be some triggering subject matter in the show. That said, that's what made them feel like really compelling characters, is that they, despite having superpowers, have these very real issues. With how much I like this show so far, I'm really hoping that with whatever happens, it leads to at least some of these characters being a part of the main show. I think that with how human these characters feel, they could contribute a lot to The Boys, referring to both the show and potentially the team if they decide to go more into the direction of rallying up the good supes to fight the bad supes. I'll definitely make another video about the show once the last episode comes out, but thank you for watching this video. If it brought you any value at all, please consider giving it a thumbs up. It really does help the channel grow. I'll see you later this week with my review of Dix the Musical.